Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by, and today we are being joined by a very special guest. Some of you may be familiar with this person. If you're in the BL spaces, you may be super familiar with this person. If you've been to, not my YouTube channel, because I don't have anything with this person on my channel until now. But if you've been to my Patreon, or if you've been to the BL Besties TV YouTube channel, then you have seen us together before. You know how we kiki, we know how we get around. So we are bringing our BL Bestie, the one, the only, Mr. Brian Dublin, to the channel. Everyone say, "Hey, Brian!
Hey, besties!" I am shocked. Wait, is that real? I haven't got anything on your channel yet. It's just
no.
Because
the first 2 or 3 things we did were Patreon exclusive. They never came to YouTube.
Right, because highlights are very, very hard to make with our schedule.
Yes, I mean highlights in general.
We do our best. Okay.
And then Daria the Titty, we did over on your channel.
We did. Okay, we'll do one for your channel. Okay, we need to do that
in time.
Yay, my Topher Reacts YouTube channel debut. Let's go.
Yes, welcome. And what a way to make a debut, because if you guys have not heard, Mr. Brian Dublin, Mr. B-Dubs, B-Dub Daddy, is out here releasing his first full-length studio album, Love Cycles. And we are so excited.
Yes, it's been a long time coming. Yeah, maybe some of you guys don't know who just know me from reactions. You might not even know that I'm a singer and a songwriter first, before I ever got into the reaction space. So, yeah, I'm very excited.
Well, I'm pretty sure anyone who knows you from a reaction knows that you are a singer. Because if there's anything I know from first-hand experience.
Well, you listen to more with you though, because you also sing, so I kind of just but yeah, it pops out a little bit here and there. Yeah,
all it takes is a single word somewhere to be on screen to send this off to some 5 minutes.
Yep, and the show is still going, and we're still going to.
But like you said, you've been making music for a long time.
Very long.
Putting out singles here, singles there, doing the busking, going out in the world and performing live on stages all over the place. What was it that made you decide that now was the time to put out a full-length album?
Well, it's been something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, actually, and it hinged on a bunch of things. First of all, the album is about. It chronicles a lot of my experiences with coming to terms with my sexuality, whether it's coming out to my parents, having my first loves and my first heartbreaks and all that stuff, everything that goes into that journey. And I couldn't share that music until I came out to my family. And so I came out to my parents in 2019, and then I right away dropped my first single the next year in 2020, January. Then of course COVID hit, but I still managed to get another single out in 2021, I believe. And then after that, I wanted to do more, but then COVID was progressively starting to unhinged my life in many ways, in more ways than one. And so I had to take a step back from music for a little while. Somewhere along the line, I got a music video out for my first single, Late Night Love. And that was a huge ordeal, because I premiered it at a local theater, and it's like I kind of talked about it like I was out of the gym, and then all of a sudden was doing way too much on the first week back. So I was like at home quarantining for a long time, not doing any in-person shows, and then all of a sudden that summer, I think it was the summer of 2022 or something like that, I was doing shows all throughout Pride Month, every weekend, like 2 shows a week, and then spending like 2 months like planning this premiere. I had a whole show planned. I had people who were performing, and it was a little bit of a drive away from my house, so I was driving like 30 minutes back and forth to this theater every week to start planning everything. And then it went well. I had a really great music video premiere, and then I burnt out real bad. And then I still had to kind of, I still had a lot to to like sort out in my life outside of music. You know, my finances were pretty rough. I fell behind on a lot of things because of hours being cut because of COVID, and so I really had to lock in and focus on that. I paid off my car. I paid off some student loans, and then around sometime last year, I finally felt myself in a place where I could finally get back to my music, and so I reached out to my friend who owns a record label, and I was just wanted to pick her brain because she's in the music industry, and I just wanted to see what advice she had maybe. And we got dinner, and by the end of the dinner, she was asking if I wanted to sign with her label, and everything just kind of snowballed from there. I held on to the contract for a month, and I finally decided to sign with them, and then we just got to work immediately. And now here we are. Pretty much, it was a year ago that process started, and now we have a whole album coming out in a few days. So
I need
it was. So
none of the dinners with my friends were sold music record deals.
So the TLDR is basically I did it as soon as I could. It took a long time, but I did it as soon as I could. As soon as I was able to, and as soon as I was in the right headspace to do so, and and had the right resources to, it all fell into place when it needed to. So, yeah.
I mean, I think that's very responsible way of thinking about it, because I know there are a lot of people, especially when you're in the arts, sometimes we're just like, we will be a starving artist. We're just going to throw everything at the wall, and we're just going to keep bam, 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 and I'm going to make this work. But, sometimes it is smart to just like sit back, get all of this stuff out of the way first. Sure. Like, let me get my car paid off. Let me do this so that I can dedicate.
I wanted to lock in. Yeah, I have. No shade to any of my fellow musicians out there, but I've seen a lot of fellow artists who have done that, who've thrown a lot at the wall and hoping something would stick. And I had that same inkling too. I just really wanted to get my music out for a long time. But I was like, I want it to reach the people. I want it to find the people who need to hear it. One of the big reasons why I even want to put this project out is because I had such a healing experience writing these songs. So if I could have that experience creating them, then that means people can have the same experience by listening to it. So that's what was really important to me, like being able to put it in the hands of anyone, or the ears of anyone who would need to hear what I wrote about. You never know who could relate. So I wanted it to not belong to me anymore.
Awesome. So why was the title Love Cycles important for this? Why was that the title you ended up going with? And were there any other options of titles that you workshopped?
Ooh, good question. I've had like my songs in my notes. I use an app called Evernote. It's like that's pretty standard note taking app that syncs to the cloud. But what I love about it is that you can also add like voice notes, and like all the newer ones have that same feature. But like when I started writing songs in like the early 2010s, like it was the app that I really liked the most, and I stuck with it all this time. But I had a note in there with all the track listings that kind of grew over time, and I don't even know at what point did I arrive at Love Cycles, but I think I just thought of it one day and I was like, I think I'm gonna call it this. And it was already called that like for years. At this point, like it's maybe 5-6 years, it's already been Love Cycles in my notes. But for me, the meaning it's not the song. The album is not just about the cycles of love that you go through romantically, but also the cycles of love that you go through with your friendships and your family and your chosen family. I have songs about losing friends and cherishing the ones who stuck around. I have a song about coming out to my family and finding unconditional love with them. And then of course I have my songs about like loving and losing romantic interest. And so all of that is like for me, I just the term love cycle just resonated so much because it's the type of things that we all go through, no matter what kinds of love that we are searching for, looking for, whether it's love for ourselves or love for others. And when I looked at all of the songs that I wrote on the album, it just felt like such a fitting name to just talk about life and the cycles of love. Like I go from from liking someone to losing someone, and then in the end loving and losing again, and in that process finding my unconditional love with family and friends. And so all of it kind of just kept resonating with that name, and I stuck with it, and I never felt any inkling to ever change it.
Okay. 10 minutes in, I'm already flying off the script. I made it this far.
We're out here vibing.
But one thing that I've kind of kept in the back of my brain for years, ever since a friend of mine mentioned this to me, because we were in a car. I forget where we're going. We're driving, and he knows that Kelly Clarkson's my all-time favorite artist. She's my queen and everything. So we were listening to one of her albums, and we were talking about certain tracks, whatever. I was like, okay, yeah, I like this track, but usually, like, I've heard it so many times that usually I tend to like skip radio tracks because I get like burnt out on things I hear on the radio too much. I tend to be an album track kind of person. And he said that he likes to listen to whatever album he's listening to. He likes to listen to it from beginning to end because he feels like the artist put the tracks in a particular order.
I love that.
For a particular reason. So with that thought in my mind, is there a particular reason to your track order?
Yes, it's a chronological. Essentially, the first track is about me dating girls, and then it goes not even dating girls, like having a crush on a girl.
Oh no!
It was my
Pride Month.
It was my bisexual era, okay? Yes, during Pride Month. Yes, during Pride Month, because it's important to recognize the start of the journey. I was confused. Anyways, but yes, it essentially follows, a chronological kind of a journey of like me coming to terms with my sexuality, and then giving over a breakup, and then eventually ends with my most recent breakup. So yeah, see, it's a cycle.
Was there, because you wrote all the songs?
I did.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, did you?
I said yes, ma'am, but I don't regret it.
I'm not offended.
Yes, ma'am, sir.
I am not offended. Did you have any co-writing? Any co-writers on any of the tracks?
Not officially, but the producers I worked with did have like little small inputs of like little things that we in terms of like the performance and like the way that I said certain lines and the rhythm and all that stuff, but the lyrics were all set pretty much by me.
Which song was the hardest for you to record, either from a technical standpoint or an emotional standpoint, just the experience of recording it?
The hardest to record, I'll say what I did, but it's when I say it was hard or difficult, it wasn't not so much in the technicality, but just more so in the how raw and fresh the emotions still were. It's the final track. It's a track that I wrote about my most recent relationship, and so that's it was emotional because I knew that I wanted it to be the last track on the album, and it was the one track that I had the clearest vision of in my mind in terms of like how I wanted the like background vocals to come in, how I wanted the layers to sound, how I wanted it to feel, when we got to the final version. And so getting to finally realize that vision that I've had in my head for so long and have it come out even better than I imagined was like an experience. Like I cried making the demo. I cried tracking it and hearing it like the raw version of it for the first time. I cried while I watched my producer add instruments to it, and then I cried again when we got the final mix, so it was just a very emotional process. Not so much difficult in that I had a hard time creating it, but just like difficult in that it was a lot of emotions to to manage and get through and make sure. Thankfully, I wasn't like crying while recording. Like I was like but I was able to lock it in that sense, because that's one thing that's really hard for me. Like I'm not ashamed to cry, but if I'm performing, I like want you to understand what I'm saying.
For me, crying while performing is one of the most like cathartic things, but it's also one of the most infuriating things, because I'm like,
it's gorgeous. I'm so happy and willing to share my vulnerability on stage, but I want to still be coherent enough so you can understand the message and the story I'm trying to tell. So
yeah, because like everyone's voice is different, but I know with me, as soon as I start crying, I lose all access to my head voice. My head voice is gone. I have no more falsetto. I got no more. I'm just like everything is flat and cracking. I'm like, no, there's something. They came to see a show.
I think when it's really bad, I try to get it to at least a whisper. So it's because then I feel like it even hits them, because then they start like I'm like because it's all I can get out, but then it makes it more emotional from there. And so I was like, okay, I can do this, I can manage this, and at least the message and the emotion is still hitting without me being like what is he saying?
They're ad-libs, they're oohs and ahs.
Right. So yeah, now that track is called All My Life, and it's the final track on the album.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It takes one word.
And Casey and JoJo is not related. Yes, but yes.
Did you do all the background vocals on your album, or did you have?
Okay, so I worked with two producers. The first one, my first two singles, Late Night Love and With You, I did with my boy Angelo David, and he actually did the background vocals for both of those songs. For Late Night Love, he did all the background vocals, and then for With You, it was a mix of mine and his. But then for the rest of that project, I recorded it with an artist named Jaya Rose. She's an incredible queer woman producer and a singer-songwriter, everything. She's amazing. And I worked with her on the BGVs. But for the rest of for 9 out of 11 of the 9 out of the 11 of the tracks, all of the background vocals are me, which I like had so much fun doing. It's like my new like I love tracking background vocals in the studio. We get into like a flow state of like trying out all kinds of ideas, and like how do we layer things, and are we doing too much or too little, and balancing it out. And like it's really fun. That's one thing I love when I've shown songs to people, like their first listen, they just kind of a general listen, and then they go back and like, oh, I didn't hear that harmony, or like I didn't hear that. I was like, yes, so that was my favorite part.
I do love a good little jam session. That's one thing. I've only been in the studio one time, but it was my friend's home studio. So like we had the luxury of just
those are the best vibes.
Hours and just like vibing and like try this, try that. Like I feel like I don't know that I'd be able to work under the pressure of like, okay, you paid for this much studio time. So now you got to, because once my brain starts going off in other directions, I'm like, no, stick to task. But just that whole vibe of just playing and testing and this kind of works. I don't kind of like this. Stumbling into something like, oh damn, hold on, roll that back.
Yeah, no, that's and I'm really glad, because we did I have that element of like we have only had a certain amount of time together, but I think we had enough time where we did still have that room for play. We had a kind of we got into like a routine, like as we started to do more and more songs, like me and Jaya started to get into like a really nice routine where like I would know like how she goes about things. Like we'll start with like a regular scratch vocal, just like one take just to get through the whole song, and then we'll go through and like perfect each line, and then we have a nice clean take of like the main lead, and then at that point she'll start adding a little instruments to kind of build it out more, and then we'll start to kind of think of like the low-hanging fruit of like background vocals, like okay, definitely this line needs a harmony, and then start to kind of listen through and then build it from there. And then the last thing we do is like ad-libs at the end. But I think once we get to that part, like we really just like start to just throw, because she's a singer too, so she'll just sing a run and just be like, oh, can you do that? I was like, yeah, okay, and then let's try it, let's see how it works. Or I'll I'll record a harmony, and then we'll listen to it back. And as we're sitting back, I sing the next one. She's like, "Oh, that's nice. Let's try that." And then we just kind of keep throwing things, and then or we'll try it and be like, let's try something else, and it just kind of comes together in that way. So it's like it was a beautiful mix of just like, okay, we know we have a certain amount of time, but in that time we had room to play too. So I think that's why it ended up being really really fun, and I love that what we came up with, because we just had fun with it.
See, that's one thing I love and hate about your voice. The fact that you're just so casually, she's like, yeah, she's a singer too, and she's like, yeah, can you do this run? And like, yeah, sure, Tomo. And then you just like drop it, bam, because I am not that kind of singer. Right.
One thing about Drea is she really, because there was a lot of moments where she was like, do this, and I was like, are you sure? Because it would be like a crazy ad lib, and she's a higher register than me. She's a female vocalist too, so I was like, are you sure? And then she was like, yeah, you got it. And then I'm just like, I'm such a words of affirmation girly too, so like she'll like encourage me to be like, you could do that. And so I try it, and then I'll like, and she's like, okay, give me one more. And I was like, okay. And then she just goes, and then if I nail it, she goes, slay. And it just really hypes me up. I love it. And I'm just like, all right, can I do another one? Like, because then I have to double it, and then all these things. Yeah. So but yeah, definitely has to be credit to Drea for like knowing, just being so encouraging, and just really having the ear for what she thinks I am capable of more than I do. Like I felt like some of the ad libs that I put in some of these songs, I was like, I didn't even know I could do that. She didn't. She unlocked parts of my range that I didn't even know I had access to, especially after being warmed up and then like singing so much, and having my vocals in that space of like singing so much in one day. Like that there is stuff that I could reach if I just warm up properly. So yeah.
Jumping off track again. Another
all good. The conversation will take us wherever it needs to take us.
Exactly. These questions are a guideline. They may or may not happen.
Yeah.
But speaking of being warmed up in the studio, was there a particular, how many days were you in the studio recording this?
Okay, so I went there. I flew to LA. I live in Northern California, which is, if you guys aren't familiar, it's kind of like about 45-minute drives to an hour drive south of San Francisco. And so and then LA is about like a 6-7 hour drive, but just like an hour plane ride. And so to answer your question before I have too much, I flew to LA 3 times. The first time was a weekend in September for 2 days, just a Saturday and Sunday, and I think a Monday. And then in November, I went down again for another weekend and knocked out a couple more songs. And then in December of 2025, I was there for a full week, for like 7 days, just in the studio. And every day, we would record from like 10 or 11 a.m. to like 6-7 p.m. So like a full like almost 9 to 5 kind of deal. But yeah, and then we take breaks throughout, and then some days we'll go a little easier so I can have some vocal rest. But it was at least 5 or 6 hour days in the studio for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days, I think it was. Yeah.
Were there any of those days that either throughout the process of singing that day, or from just the jump of that day, for any particular songs that you can think of, that you just felt like your voice was on? Because like I know there are some days where I'm like, damn, my voice is voicing today. I wish I had a microphone, but I don't have anywhere to be. And then there are other days where I'm like, voice, cooperate, what's going on?
Yeah, I think the first weekend that I went in September, I didn't feel that, because like I don't know if you get this too, but like a lot of times when I have something coming up where I need to sing, whether it's a gig or a show, my throat decides to get scratchy, and I'm like, girl. And so I think that first recording session, I was like, I had my tea and my honey ready, girl, and I was like, I had cough drops and everything, but I was struggling a little bit. But then I think that week that I was there, that 7 days, I think I was just in a flow state. I was just so happy, like just creating every day. The hotel that my label put me in was just literally a block away from the studio. So I would wake up, I would take a shower, I'd go down to the first floor and get like the coffee or tea from the lobby. and then just like have a nice little walk to the studio, and then we usually start our day and just kind of chit chat a little bit, and then we get started. We listen back to what we did the previous day, and we get started. And I think, yeah, just that whole week, just being locked in and that routine, I felt like my voice was like at its best, because I was just in that mode. I wasn't doing anything else, aside from like going out to dinner at night, sometimes. But yeah, I think I really locked in that final week that I was recording it.
Okay. Well, I have many more questions, but before we do that, I'm going to dive into the first round of our special game.
Oh, shoot.
Yes. I figured I should intersperse it throughout rather than.
Yeah. I love it. I'm excited. I wasn't sure if we were gonna do it like at the end, all the way at the end, but I like this. I like this curveball of like it's gonna happen in between.
Surprise, friends! So
this is my practice run of the Terrell show. It's not the blue wall. It's the purple caption.
That's blue over there. That's blue over there. The blue. Period. But yes, anyone who has seen the Terrell show and any of his fantastic interviews, if you've not seen it, go over to the Terrell show right now.
I would love. Yes. I feel like I need to be a little bit more of a singer to feel like I'm worthy, but I would love to go on the Terrell show.
We just got to get more eyes on you and attention because you are the singer. We already know this.
I'm glad you think so. I hope Terrell thinks so too.
I love Terrell. Like I've been following him since back when he was just a reactor, like when he was just like reacting to music and stuff. And then he transitioned
it into a reactor. That's awesome. Okay,
yes, I think I first came across him when he was reacting to like Jessie J on the singer competition, and but I think some of those things are still on like Facebook. I think he's.
I love that. We'll everyone lock into Terrell show. He's amazing.
Yeah, but he's transitioned to this just wonderful like just talk show interviewing all these singers and just iconic. And
he's become like a destination interview like for singers. Like it's an honor to be on his show if he invites you,
yes,
because we know that he has a very, very, very fine taste in singers and music. So yeah,
like he gives me kind of a music equivalent interview to like what Keke Palmer is giving me with like everything else. Like it just feels like that
podcast right now too. Yes,
love. But one of the segments on the Terrell show when he does have the singers on is they do a game of song association where basically we give you a word and I'm going to give you, I forget how much time they say. I'm going to say 11 seconds.
You said 11 seconds. I always remember that because Tori Kelly was like, the first time it was 10 seconds and then he added this 1 second for no reason. And he's like, why is it 11 seconds? So, yes.
Give you 11 seconds to see if you can come up with either a song title or lyrics to a song that contains that word in the song. Right. I wanted to play this game with somebody for the longest time, but none of my friends are putting out music. So now I got a friend who put out music, and that's the whole reason I chose to do that.
Period.
That's the whole reason I wanted to interview Brian.
I'm happy to offer you this. I'm so happy to do this with you. We've been doing this, and we actually have done this just without even it needing to be a thing. Like we hear one word when we're reacting to shows, and we do this. So yeah.
So then. He should be very, very good. There should be no reasons not to pass this.
I just need to not be in my head. I think that's what it is. We're gonna try.
Are you ready for your first word?
I'm as ready as I ever will be.
Okay. Your first word is sleep.
Sleep. I could do one of my songs. And I can't sleep at night because this secret's slowly eating me away. And now it's time to set this free. I'm terrified, but I know I'll be okay.
Yes, with 4 seconds left on the clock. Yes.
Period.
All right. Your second word is tired.
I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of tonight. Help me go soon. It's an Al Green song, I think.
Maybe at this point, I'm trusting and believing that you're giving me actual songs and you're not just doing the Brian thing.
I will send it to you so you can put it in the edit. Yes.
I'm trusting and believing at this point.
I'm so tired. Yeah.
All right. One more for this round, and then we will move on to questions. Okay. Your next word is morning.
Ooh. Sunday morning, rain is falling.
Just hit it.
You know, I was gonna sing a prayer for you. The moment I wake up, I was like, she does the same morning.
She's talking about the entire routine.
She's singing the morning, but she's talking about when she wake. Okay, I was like, man, I can't do that. I spent too many minutes thinking if the word morning was in there. I was like, okay, we got Sunday morning.
And see, all the words I chose, a little insight into the background of Topher's mind. All the songs, all the words I chose, there is at least one Brian Dublin song that does fit.
And that is in Terrell fashion. Yeah.
So when in doubt, you can always rely on the Brian Dublin songbook.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, morning came courtesy of my favorite Brian Dublin song. I mean, they're all fantastic. They're all fantastic songs. But this one just has a chokehold on me. And it's had a chokehold on me since day one. Late Night Love. It's always had that chokehold on me.
Oh yeah. Don't be gone in the morning. Before now, I got this date, just for the night, baby. If you were mine, no, I treat you right, but I'm trying not to fall for mine. Late night love. Oh no. Yes. Oh my gosh, how could I forget that the word morning is in my song?
It's okay. It's okay. I thought it'd be too obvious if I chose.
Now I know how it feels. Literally, when I'm watching Terrell's show, I'm just like, girl, it's in your song. Bitch, I just did the same thing. That's why Terrell's like, girl. Like, oh. The brain. This is like what happens when I'm playing guitar and we're jamming, and someone's like, "Oh, what songs do you know, bitch?" I don't know. You can't ask me that. My brain will stop working.
Literally, I don't know anything.
That part. Oh my gosh. By the way, moment to gush. I talking about the Brian Dublin songbook or whatever. I made these little lyric book scenes with all my. Because like I had a listening party recently and I wanted them to be able to read the lyrics to my song. So yeah, it's like this little.
They're on sale in the Brian Dublin merch shop.
There will be a merch shop coming soon. So also one thing about the album is every song has a sticker. This is Late Night Love right here, and so yeah, I'm very excited about that. I wanted to share my graphic artist Anna Rose. She's incredible. She illustrated all this. She made these stickers. She designed the layout for this little booklet, and so amazing. Good stuff. Good times.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to see when the merch gets dropped. Stay tuned to the Brian Dublin channel for more.
Yes.
All right, so back to this album.
That was fun. I survived.
You did survive. By the skin of your teeth. Sunday morning came in. Right as that bus.
It truly hits different when you were on the hot seat. Let me tell you.
I will say, me holding my phone and like looking at the timer going down, I'm like, this doesn't feel like this feels very quick. Why is everything going? And I'm not even playing. I'm like, this feels so quick.
Yeah,
I'm like, girl.
I think I was just watching the recent Tori Kelly one. She was like, that was 11 seconds already.
now, what song are you most excited for your fans to hear that if it has not already been released?
Oh, so there are oh man, it's hard to choose. But there are 4 unreleased tracks on the album that have not yet been released. Everything else has been put out as a single. Um it's very hard to choose, but I think I will have to say I think the one I'm really excited for people to hear is um the final set track, All My Life. I mean, it's also just a little bit of a shout out to anyone who has been following my reaction channel, BL Besties. You will know that
Mm-hmm.
who that song is about and what the relationship was, and so an extra insight for you guys who know. I'll leave it to if you know you know kind of thing, but
It's
yeah,
not me.
it's not no, it's not there for but I do love Topher. But yes, we which we'll call it. Yeah, I think I'm just really proud of how it came out. I'm really proud of how much it matched what I had in my head and what Drea was able to create it with it, and I'm also just really happy with it being the ending of the album and the feeling that it leaves the listener with if they listen through it from top to bottom and end at that song. I think it just I'm really proud of how I wanted it, how it felt. I really wanted it to. It's a waltz, and so I really wanted
Oh,
it to feel like
okay.
very dreamy, like almost like a Frank Sinatra, not King Cole, like oldies like type of
Okay.
thing, with a little bit of
Almost.
strings, and just feel really dreamy and feel really special because that song is really special to me. And so, yeah, I'm really excited for people to hear that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna jump to a different question that I was gonna do later in the evening.
Sure, sure,
In the
sure, sure.
evening, later in the interview.
Evening. Yeah.
Later this evening, I was gonna you up and say, "Excuse me," uh, but you mentioning that it was a waltz. The first thing that popped in my head, I'm like, okay. Is it like a guy's a particular fantasy sequence when all the powers are out, and we were out here dancing to the prom suddenly? And I'm like, okay. The question that I had,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I was going to navigate through this whole connection to music and BL and whatever, we'll
Sure, sure,
backtrack.
sure, sure. Oh,
So,
I know which question you're mentioning. Yeah.
yeah, if you had a song, if you had to pick a song from this album to be featured in some BL series during some kind of dance scene, what song would it be? And what BL pairing would you like to see dancing to it?
Well, I think the BL pairing that'll always have a special place in my heart, even though the real life situation isn't very happy. It is definitely the couple from Guys to Pilapia, like you said. GSP is a and to this day, my ex will still tell me that I say it wrong, but him and I met through that VL, and we connected over that couple and that story, and it's what started our whole relationship. And then he ended up reacting with me on my channel too, and so I think it would just be so special to just have any of my songs, really in the background of any of the scenes of anything that they've been, even if I could apply it to just any scenes from that show, I would love that. But I think I don't know that I've seen a BL that deals with like a long distance relationship type of thing, except for I guess the closest is Game Boys because they were through Zoom, and and that's it's literally like our relationship lived on Zoom and FaceTime, and so I think that kind of applies too with Kokoy and Elijah. I'm blanking on their characters' names. I haven't watched Game Boys in so long, but
Cairo and
Kyriel, and
Gav.
Gav, yeah, yes, yes. But yeah, I think it just that year 2020 had like so many great like Filipino BLs, like the best that we've gotten since, and no shade to the other BLs, but they did not hit the same as that first round of Filipino BLs. But yeah, I think any of them would be great to just have. My friend did an edit actually of my song With You, because it's a song about catching feelings for a straight guy, and he did a really fantastic edit. Shout out to Sean of my song to Hello Stranger. And he also mixed in movie clips of Tony Labrusca in other movies where he is with a girl.
Why'd you have to go and make me feel this way? I try to run, but it's too late. And I know you're no good for me, but I know how I feel when you're near me. And I can't deny what I'm feeling inside. But God made you for her, not me. And I know that I'll never be with you. La da da da, la da 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 da.
So like it kind of fit the vibe in it, so that was really cool. Yeah. I don't know if that, but I hope it did.
No, it does. I too can relate to falling in love with Tony Labrusca. I understand that.
That's a man.
Yes, man. Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. Hallelujah.
Yes. So how do you balance being a content creator and a working musician?
With a lot of coffee and a lot of very meticulous time management and honoring my calendar, and just, as Topher knows, being very honest about my availability and just trying to just really do my best to manage my time wisely. It gets very overwhelming and it gets really stressful at times, but I think my saving grace is definitely like keeping my calendar updated and keeping my tasks and everything just organized, just having a plan for my day, having a daily routine, and just knowing how to prioritize what's most important and which also is a thing that Topher knows. When I have to say no, I think I have to say no to a lot of things in order to lock in and get done what needs to get done. And there's going to be times where there's something I don't want to say no to, but I have to say no to it, because saying no to what I'm losing out on is not an option. I either lock in on my album or I do this one thing that I want to do, but end up having a very short instant gratification. So it's just being disciplined and prioritizing things and saying no to what you need to say no to, and being honest about that. I think that's what's really helped me balance things out, because then I've definitely made the mistake of putting way too much on my plate, because I'm very ambitious and I like to do as much as I can, and there's just a lot of things that I want to do that I struggle to process, that I can't do it all. And so I just have learned that there's some things I unfortunately have to cut out of or take off of my plate in order to make sure that I am focused and giving my 100% to one thing or a few things, that rather than 50% to a bunch of things and having it all be mediocre. So that balance is really important. So yeah, you just have to lock in and cut out distractions.
Yes, I've seen glimpses of the calendar, friends. That calendar's scary. Like my calendar's scary too, but
I hope it brings some appreciation and insight on why whenever I do magically get videos out for my BL reactions, I do my best. I do it on my free time, and so I hope you guys know that I work very hard to try to get that to you guys.
Yes, it is not easy, and also balancing just working. being a full-time work employee.
Yes, they also have a full-time job. Yes.
It's not easy, friends.
Yes, I will say it's been the saving grace also is that I work from home, so I am very flexible in how I can juggle everything. It's not like I have to only do work for 8 hours and then come home and do it. Like I can balance, like as long as I get my things done, my boss is like, okay, you're good. So I have the freedom to like really tailor my schedule to be able to pack a lot of things in the day, but it still takes a lot of discipline, especially working from home. I could end up sleeping or cuddling with my dog. So,
Buxley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said you wrote all the songs on the album. Do you have a particular process when you're writing songs? Do you start with music? Do you start with lyrics? Do you just kind of let whatever flows in you in that moment flow in you? Because everyone is different. Everyone's got
Everyone, I agree. Everyone was different, and I would say for me, every song is different. I've had it happen a number of different ways. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's the lyrics that pop in my head first, and then I kind of think of melodies and an arrangement around that. But there are times when like I'm just like kind of messing around on my guitar, and then I land on like a chord progression I really like, and then if the guitar arrangement comes first, it's something about the progression catches my attention. I kind of just play it over, and I'm just like, okay, what are these chords giving? You know, because the sounds that you have from chords already say so much. Just like hearing it, like the music itself already lends itself to certain emotions and so feelings. So sometimes I just, okay, when I listen to this chord progression, I like it for some reason. So what does it tell me? What does it speak to me? And what does it remind me of? And then when I start to kind of think of like hone in on like what the emotion is, then the kind of story comes out of it. And then as soon as an idea hits of like, oh, I want the song to be about this, then it really starts to come together from there. Because then I will, as I continue to make chord choices, it serves the story. Everything has to serve the story. For me, like as a songwriter, I'm very storytelling first. You know, the melodies have to be and the chords, everything is crafted for a reason to enhance whatever story the lyrics are telling, you know, and the lyrics tell the main bulk of the story, and the melodies are fill in all of the things that the words can't say, you know. So I think, and then that's the same thing the other way. With the lyrics come first, I'm choosing melodies and chords that enhance those lyrics, that express those feelings sonically. And so I usually, whatever pops in my head first, I just kind of build the song around that. But it's happened both ways.
Okay. Any more baby making music on the way, on the horizon?
Well, possibly. I don't know.
Because like I feel like there's so many of your songs that are just like they're pleasant and they're emotionally filled, and like some of them give me a nice nostalgic vibe, and then every once in a while something will hit and just you hear and it just makes you want to you know.
Yes. Listen, I don't know. I this making this album has been my Everest for so long, so thinking about anything that happens beyond that is still beyond me. But I'm not opposed to it. Maybe I'll have some more freaky music. Yeah, I mean, there's songs that give you that vibe, but are not necessarily for sex. but I mean, the one song is Late Night Love, that's like about hooking up and stuff like that. But even with Late Night Love, the focus of that song isn't even the sex. It's the fact that I caught feelings for someone that I'm seeing casually. So I'm still a simp at heart, even in that song.
It was a good session.
Sure. It was so good, it made me realize that I actually don't want to have casual sex anymore, and I actually want a relationship. And so, yeah, that's that song. I guess, yeah, short answer, I don't know, but I'm not opposed to it.
If you could, in a dream world, collaborate with any, we'll say any three artists.
Okay. First and foremost, I want to collaborate with Jeremy Passion. He's a Filipino American singer-songwriter. And was inspired to pick up my guitar and learn songwriting because of his music. So I would love to work with him, first and foremost. Two, I would love to work with her. She's amazing. She's half Filipino, half Black, I believe. She's also from the Bay Area. She's from Vallejo, and she's killing it and representing for our Filipino side. And she's an amazing musician and vocalist, and I just love her music and would love to work with her. And I think number three, I would love to work with Tori Kelly. That would be sick. That would be so cool. I would love to just be able to just be able to see what it's like to work with her and sing with her.
That woman is just so incredibly blessed. Like I just She just
Anointed.
opens her mouth and just a waterfall of just incredible
Yes, and
just
she just
falls
dropped
out.
a beautiful album too. Oh,
I
I
know.
haven't listened yet. I heard a little bit because of the Terrell show, and she had this really cute moment where she was singing to her son. It was beautiful. She's in her mother era.
I know. Good
Yeah,
for her. Good for her. I'm
yeah.
so happy for her. She's one of those people where I'm like, in my mind, she is so underrated and underappreciated, but I am happy to see the success that she
She
has
is
had.
starting to get more flowers that she
Yes.
deserves. 100%.
She is someone who I think can never get enough flowers and does not get enough flowers. And to the day I die, she will not get enough flowers.
Beyonce sent her flowers.
Okay. Well, I need
Right?
everyone to, I need all of the beehive to
Yeah.
turn attention and also send some
Yeah,
flowers.
there was a really because I remember at one point she had a health scare and people we were really worried about her, and then she shared a story, and then she gets a text from someone I think on her team, and they were like, Beyonce left you flowers at the front door, and she was like, Beyonce.
Beyonce? Me?
Yeah, so I think that's awesome, and yeah, so deserved. She's amazing. The
Was
questions are
there
cooking.
a song on this album that almost did not make it on the album? Or was every song it?
Let me see. I think every song was definitely meant for the album. I think but there was a few songs that were supposed to be that were cut. Yeah. But yeah, when I think about all of them, I wanted them all to be part of the story because they all played a very specific part in my journey, and were just all parts of the puzzle, I think. So I think they were all necessary.
The songs that got cut, was it because they just didn't fit with the general flow or story that we're trying to tell, or are there other things that made us?
They were older songs, and they were all still very much a part of my story. I think when I was just crafting the demos, I just wasn't feeling it, you know? Like I think some of them I'm just so far removed from the feelings I felt when I wrote those songs that, you know, even with the songs that did make it on the album, I kind of have to kind of reframe like how I connect to the song, like, and just like I don't feel this way for that person anymore, but I imagine like what if my more recent love interests I was in that situation with, so that kind of helps me lock into it, you know. But then yeah, it was really just as simple. I was like, I don't know if I want to put the effort to like make this album ready, if that makes sense, because there are also songs that were just like when I was just a very early songwriter, and so the structure is still very basic and compared to like what I do now, and so it just didn't excite me to like, you know, if it didn't really spark joy or get me excited of like what I could turn it into, I just was like, you know what, I'm not gonna force it. I can with the songs that remained on the track list told the story that I wanted it to tell. So I was like, if I think my rationale was like, if I take it out, does it take away from the story? And I didn't. So I think that's how I made the decision, really. Yeah.
Come on, editing. Come on, editing. I wish a number of BL companies knew that philosophy. If it doesn't add to the story, you can take it out. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what this interview is about. We are not here for that. Would you ever consider selling those songs to another artist? So just getting writer's credits on it? Or are they locked in the vault?
I think they're locked in the vault. I mean, they're still precious to me. I still want them to be my songs, but probably won't release them. Maybe I'll like bust it out as a special deluxe version or something. I don't know. Or like at one of my shows, I'll be like, hey, I never performed this, or this is not anywhere else, but I'll sing it for you guys.
Exclusive listen.
Kind of, yeah. I think it's nice to have little things like that. But if I write anything else, I think I that's one thing I haven't experienced, but I would love to experience, and I've seen some of my other friends who are songwriters too. It's like they kind of go into an area where like they'll write songs and realize it's not necessarily for them, or like that fits their sound, that fits their kind of artist project, so they pass it on to someone else, and another artist could bring life to it. I would love to do that as a songwriter. I haven't done that yet, but I would love to do that in the future. Yeah.
Huh? All right. Are you ready for another round of song association?
Oh, child, as ready as I'll ever be. Let's see how I do this time.
Okay. Your next word is can't.
Oh. I can't deny what I'm feeling inside. I done made you for not me, and I know that I'll never be with you. La da da da, la da 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 da. It's for my song with you.
I know. But I actually chose lyrics from No More just in case. But
okay, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Your next word is thick.
Thick.
Child, I didn't even start the timer. Sorry. The next word is thick.
Oh, child, this is the one that gets me. Oh, through the thick and the thin, I'll be there for you to the end. And I thank you for loving me for who I am. And I thank you for being there when I needed a friend. And I pray that you'll stay with me, 'cause as long as you're here, I won't be afraid. No, there's nothing to fear, as long as you're here by my side. I chose to start at a very high key. I was very worried.
I loved it.
Thank you. I was like, what did I say? Thick. Oh, through the thick. You saw me work through that.
But you got there.
Thank you. I was barely singing those first few. Through the thick and the thin.
All right.
It's like you're supposed to help me that you told me that all of these are chosen from one of my songs, but every time I'm just like, when did I say that? When did I say? Because you said it in that thick. I was like, what?
I'm trying to throw you off as much as I can.
I love it, and it's working. But I am surviving. I'm a survivor.
All right. Last word that I chose. I should have done this one earlier. This one too easy. It's fine.
Damn. Okay.
The word is one.
One. Brain. Child. It's even more pressure because I know it's supposed to be one of my songs. Like the number one ONE.
Mm-hmm.
If I had one chance to be with you,
it's right there.
I would give you my all, and if I get I give. I started really high again. My all. I'm just gonna be crying. If I had one chance. I can sing, guys. I promise.
Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe that wasn't the easiest one. My bad.
No,
I set you up for failure.
I'm just too in my head. I think if I'm told that it's easy, I overthink it, and then yeah. It's like, what song is it? One chance. Lord Jesus. Okay.
All right. Well, super bonus round.
Okay.
This one is not necessarily one of your.
Okay.
It's not related to a song that you have released.
Okay.
But it could be related.
Okay.
Your word is dare.
Dare. Oh, shoot. I'm thinking of the song that we made up, but I can't do that.
That's the reason I picked it. You have any other Dare songs in the world?
I don't even have the melody with Dare You to Titty.
Yay, congratulations, you won!
How did we sing it? Oh my god, I have to find a clip of us singing it. Oh my god.
Yay,
you won for context, guys. Topher and I reacted to a BL called Dare You to Death. And every episode, one of the actors would take his shirt off and show us his titties. And so we lovingly called the show Dare You to Titty. And I think it was like, I would sing it to one of the instrumentals they would play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. I'm sorry I didn't really sing that one, but I got it right.
Exactly. Like I said, it's semi sort of quasi related to you, but something.
Now I'm trying to think of like a song that has Dare in it.
Dare you to move, switch foot.
Dare you to move. Okay, I thought of that one, but I was like, I don't know the lyrics to that song.
Don't ask me for another one, but
okay. Yes, sure. Comment down below if you know can think of one.
If you got any other Dare songs, let us know.
Okay.
What songs would you like next? What words would you like for the next round of Song Association?
Would you like me what would you like to dare me to sing?
Yeah, so part 2 of the interview, let us know.
Part 2, period.
All right. Well, before we wrap things up, what can the audience expect to be seeing from you in the near future?
Well, aside from the album dropping, I will definitely be trying to do some more live shows coming up. To help promote the album. I just did a listening party, so we're currently trying to fundraise so that I can have a proper release party show where I perform with a full band and everything. So that's coming. If you would like to support, and there's a Venmo that I could send you guys. I will give it to. I will give it
description.
Yes, I will give it to Topher. There's a Venmo that you can donate to support the cause. As mentioned earlier, I will also be putting out some merch to continue to help fundraise. So, I know many of you guys who might be watching through Topher's may or may not be in California or local to me, but I'm hoping to definitely perform outside of California too. But we'll probably start in California, and so yeah. So I definitely will be trying to do more shows. I'm gonna be doing more interviews as well. So look out for, if you just check out more content about the album. I'm gonna be putting out a lot of things from the studio, like behind the scenes stuff, and just like documenting my whole like process of like putting this album out. So if you'd like to follow my journey, definitely find me on Instagram at Brian Dublin, and also on my YouTube is BDubz Music, BDUBZ Music, like that, and then music. And then as far as BLs goes, I'm still going to be reacting to BLs. So if you guys have seen me before, you know where to find me on BL Besties. And gonna continue to be doing Brian things, music and simping for Asian men loving each other online.
We wouldn't have it any other way. Well, thank you so much for joining me today on this little excursion. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of you. I was actually talking with Shaki on Instagram a couple days ago, because I think he was using one of your songs for a story. I was like, "Ooh, this is my jam." He's like, "I know. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him." Like, me too.
Oh, I missed it. I tell him to tag me next time.
Yeah, I think he was flying somewhere, and he had, I think. No, it wasn't no more. It might have been one more.
One chance.
One chance. It might have been one chance. I was like, "Oh, that's my jam." Yes. But yeah, we're so proud. So proud of you. So proud that you're finally taking this leap, and we're excited to see. I'm speaking for Jackie, but everyone is excited. I know. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Oh yes. Also, I also have, if you guys are watching this beforehand, I am doing a live stream listening party for my album. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I was like, I don't know. I'm in the East.
Yes, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, California time, and I believe that's like 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I don't know what time it is on your time zone, but if you can figure it out, I will be listening to the album like an hour before it drops, and then we'll count down to the actual release of the album. It's gonna be a fun time. You can listen to it with me and gush about it with me in the chat. So if you're free, please find me on Instagram. You'll see all the details there. But you can also find my Twitch, which is just at Brian Dublin. But I'll be streaming it on my Twitch and my Instagram and on my YouTube channel, the B-Dubs Music YouTube channel. So if you'd like to join and come hang out and listen to my album before it drops, you can see me there.
All right, I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm hoping for nothing but success for you and this album.
Thank you.
And hopefully this is just the first of many albums,
That's
first
the
of
plan.
many projects. And we will get that Toya Kelly collab. We will get, we're manifest. We will get you on the Terrell show. Don't forget me. Don't forget me when you make it big on the Terrell show.
I'll bring a clip and be like, we talked about this on my friend's channel.
Like, hey, I was on Discount Terrell a couple years ago.
Discount Terrell is crazy.
He said, hey. He said, hey.
Discount Terrell is Topher. It's still a T name.
Hey, Terrell.
Hey.
Yes, when I work up, I'll get closer. Like.
Period. And by this time, you'll have your own wall, maybe.
maybe. I don't want a copy, so I'll make it a turquoise wall.
Turquoise. Period. Well, yes, we said it here. Maybe we can go back to this when it happens.
Manifesting.
Manifesting. Period.
But yes, thank you for joining me. I had a blast per usual. The album drops this week, depending on when I get this edited and uploaded.
June 19th. Yes.
If this is after the June 19th that you see this, we'll go stream the album. It's already out, and it's fantastic.
It sure
I've
is.
heard tracks. I got sneak preview, so I know the album's fantastic. Okay, so make sure you go listen and give him money. We'll give Brian money. So subscribe to the BL Besties TV Patreon. It's unrelated to this album, but go do that anyway.
It also helps you financially to make music possible.
Exactly. Any money. Go to the Venmo and give money.
Period.
Money.
Thank you. And thank you for sticking around and staying for the whole yap session that we just had. I hope you enjoyed.
If you made it to this point in the video, I don't know what emoji should y'all leave. Leave a heart and a disc. I think it's a CD emoji.
Yeah, heart disc.
And maybe one of those like recycling symbols.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Do that.
It's official love cycles emoji. Yes. Hashtag.
There you go. Literally, I was like, I'm gonna start using that. Period.
Yeah, we will see you guys in whatever we do next. But until
we have more. It's on the way.
Bye. Until then, bye.